Now what this does is it allows us to map any parameter in Chromatos to one of the 8 performance macro knobs. So if I tap on here, you can see there's 8 options. I can select one. Once that's selected, if I go to performance mode, now I have a macro knob that's activated. And right now this does exactly the same thing as the scale knob. All the way down goes all the way down, all the way up goes all the way up. But you see how I move this all the way up and then it kind of leaves the frame. There's nothing visible anymore. When I'm doing a performance, I don't want that to happen. I just want this come to like a certain point here. What I can do is I can go back to my macro settings, and the maximum, instead of setting it all the way up at 1, I can set it to like 0.8. Now if I go back here to my scale, if I go all the way up, it's still in the frame. So this is how you kind of create guardrails for your macro knobs so that things stay within the bounds that you set. And why do we have macro knobs in the beginning? Well, this is one reason, but the other reason is there's so many different generators, effects, parameters in Chromatos. It would be impossible to map all of them and to keep this mapping configured in a sane way. So what we do is we map the parameters that we want to the macros, and then we map the macros to a MIDI controller. So it's kind of like 2 layers of mapping. So let's say we also wanted to map the rotation to macro number 2. Go to our performance mode. Just as expected, we have a rotation knob. It does exactly the same. Okay, so now we have scale, we have rotation. There's not much too interesting about that. But the other way we could do it is we could map the rotation, instead of to macro number 2, we can map it to macro 1. So now we have scale and rotation both mapped to macro 1. And you'll see the little M1 here indicates that. We go to our performance mode, and now it says multiple things are mapped to the same knob. So one knob that does scaling and rotation, and there's no limit to how many things you can map to a macro knob. So this is very powerful.